All right, boys, we're back for break time, part two. The reason why we split it is because we're about to get into Marvel Rivals, which is like pretty much the main game that we're playing right now.
Yeah.
And I didn't want the first part, like, because we talked a lot in the first part, and I didn't want the second part to be crazy. And this will kind of make just our just to
It'll
kind of
split up, right?
focus up our content a little bit right, on the Marvel stuff. But yeah, Marvel Rivals, it's pretty much been our main game right now.
So good.
It's a great game. I honestly think it's probably the best overall game out right now, as far as like if you want just that competitive nature. It's a very competitive game. So if you're, a multiplayer kind of guy, especially if you have a squad of people that you play with, like maybe like 3 or 4 guys that you play with consistently, then this is definitely a game that you probably should be on it. And I know a lot of people already play it. I mean, it's about to be in the season 3, so
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of content, a lot of people on it. Just really good. I mean, I think people like Marvel or Overwatch or whatever.
The hero shooters.
Right, and I think Marvel right now, the only reason why I say it's probably better is just because it has the superhero aspect of it. It's like no one really gave a fuck about Junkrat for real. Like, what I'm saying? Or like Junkrat lore, or like, where did Mercy come from? Like, no one cares. But it's like when you're playing Marvel and you're like, I get to play as this hero that maybe I loved my whole life or whatever. Spider-Man, Iron Man, Hulk, like Wolverine. It's like these are like obviously just like real prolific characters in like the Marvel world. And it's like you can play as all these characters, and like all of the characters are good.
Yeah.
Like, all of the heroes, villains, whatever,
and their
like
skins are from
good.
The comic books.
Right. The skins are legit, and the game itself, I think what Marvel has done really good at is that it's just super like appealing to the eye. Like, I like that a lot with my games, and I think that that's why I always favored Treyarch and the Black Ops series a little bit more, because their games were just a little bit more vibrant and bright, versus like the Modern Warfares, where they were just a little bit more gray, a little bit more like I guess realistic. Yeah, like it's dusty, like, you know what I mean? Where I like my games to have that color pop, which Apex did that really good too. But like Marvel is just super appealing. Like, you get on the game, it's bright, it's vibrant, the colors, the oranges, the
abilities,
the blues, the abilities, everything, the late, like everything just pops, and it just looks so good to your eye. Like I love the way it looks. I love that aspect of it. I love that they made it so that pretty much all the characters are broken in their own aspect.
They're superheroes.
Exactly, which is why I like that. Versus like, we talked about it like off camera, where it's like Overwatch, it's more, okay, you gotta learn this character for real, and the ultimate is just gonna be something that you can combo, or something that just enhances it a little bit, but it's not the main goal here. The main goal is to really
like cycling your cooldowns,
really get good with the kit, and like understand that and stuff like that. Where Marvel Rivals is way more like ultimate heavy, where it's like the ultimates are ultimates for real that can wipe and really change the tide of the game. Healer ults are insane, all this stuff, and and the regular abilities are decent too. But it's like a character like Star-Lord, right? Like his abilities are like decent on paper, where it's like, okay, yeah, you have the double guns, you can shoot, and you do a lot of damage up close. You can get in and get out. You have decent movement. But it's like, obviously, if you can just kind of like get your picks and then farm up for that ultimate at the right time, you can take out 3 or 4 players on their team and switch like the whole
you wipe
team. So it's like, that I think that's where it's better, and that's where it also makes the game very difficult, because you have to play around all of these ultimates and kind of always know what's going on at all times. You know what I mean?
You have to be so aware of everybody's cooldowns constantly.
Yes. Like the other team, your team. Like, it takes so much awareness, and it's so much more. I think with Overwatch, you could pretty much do good like by yourself and not really worry about the rest of the team, and still get wins like that. Like, I feel like Overwatch, like when you got into like the higher ranks and stuff like that, you're playing like really good teams, like you really had to think
you definitely
about
have to combo and stuff.
Right, like what you were doing. But I think more often than not, when I was playing Overwatch, like I wasn't really always thinking about all the different cooldowns, like healer, like who got ult and all that kind of stuff. I'd be like, whatever.
Or who counters who.
Right, I wouldn't really be thinking about that. I mainly be focused on like, okay, I need to be doing my job, making sure I'm taking out who I need to take out, and like that's pretty much it. And like you would be able to climb like that. Where Marvel, if you're not paying attention to when they have certain cooldowns, when they have certain ults, when they have certain abilities, what they're able to do, and things like that, like you are going to lose more often than not. It's a big deal. Like if you don't know when that, if you don't know if they have Luna, or if you don't know if they have,
or if you pop your Luna and they only have like 2 people fighting,
right?
You kind of just wasted that,
right? Or like you popped your Rocket Raccoon with like one person left or something like that, or or maybe you have your your offensive ultimate that can like take out a bunch of people,
like your Maggle,
like a Maggle, or like your Groot ult or something like that. But they have Cloak and Dagger. It's like, well, you're not gonna get any value out of that.
Yeah, like you just use your Maggle to finish the last person when you had 5v1,
right?
And then they come back on overtime and contest the last point with the Cloak and Dagger ult, and there's nothing your team can do about it.
Exactly. So that's why Marvel Rivals is super hard, and that's why it's one of those games that it takes a lot.
You really gotta think.
You really gotta think, and you really gotta play with your team a lot more. It's way more like that, because if you on Marvel, all 5 players could be doing good, and you have that 6th player that's doing completely trash and not coordinating with the team at all, and you'll lose that game just because of that one person. You know what I mean? It's you. Everyone has to kind of be on all cylinders here. Rarely, like it's not impossible. Like it definitely happens, but rarely can you just go.
Like the other 5 have to like extremely lock in if they're gonna win that game.
If they're gonna carry somebody that's like selling. You know what I mean?
And that's even against a team where they're all like mid players, not even like elite players. Like you could have 5 really, really, really good players and one ass player, and then the other team is 6 like decent players, and they roll you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's a tough game, and but it's a fun game. It's a satisfying game when you do find like what works and like what you like. And I think that there's just I think learning the different roles and all that kind of stuff is just something that's just good. I think they just have the right recipe right now. There's not too much as far as like skins and stuff like that. Like there's a decent amount of skins, but they're not overdoing it with like just dropping just like a bunch of just like money grab stuff.
Yeah, it's really like the battle passes.
Right, and the battle pass is good. You know what I mean? And I think that the pace at which they're dropping characters is good too. It's where it's just you're not just getting overloaded with like a whole new roster right away. It's like they're slowly just introducing some more characters.
And they're about to do once a month too.
Right, and I think that they are doing good right now with the buffs and nerfs and stuff like that. It's where it's like even if one character gets like super buffed, it doesn't like completely mean that they're now the meta and you have to run it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they gave Storm and Jeff that team up, and in the beginning of the season, it was ravaging people, and it was like an auto ban. People were like, "We do not want to play the Storm." But then, like once it got towards later in the season, like it's completely switched on. Like people were like, we're not even banning Storm anymore.
Yeah,
like,
she's not even that good.
Right, because people are understanding like how to play around it. Where it's like it's still broken. Yeah. Like it's still really good. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just like now people are like more cognizant of like, okay, this is how you play against Flyers. We've been playing Flyers the whole season. They know how to counter them more, and like it takes a lot of coordination. And like some of these higher lobbies, it's like kind of hard to pull off. People are getting out the way. People are, instead of just trying to fight through it, people are just like, oh, they have a storm. Well, when they pop that, we'll just like move out the way and then whatever. So it's like, I think that they do a good job of just not, we're going to make all the dive characters trash so that everybody has to play poke. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you can still play poke if you want. You can still play dive. You can still play flyer. You can still play healer. Like you can still play whatever and just do whatever you want and be successful as long as you're being the best as you can in that role. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're in I feel like Rivals is in that phase right now where the developers are really leading the game.
Yeah.
And I didn't really say this in the other part, but I feel like that's a big thing with the game is that it has to be the developer like developing. There's a reason why you made that game. There's a reason why the character is balanced the way that it is. You're looking at the stats. You're looking at the win rates. You're looking at the things that you created. And I think they're doing a really good job of keeping it balanced where like I can still play Iron Fist and go off even though they kind of nerfed him to the ground.
Exactly.
Like they nerfed Psylocke a lot, and she's still one of the most OP characters.
Exactly. And like just how they're nerfing Emma Frost again or whatever, where it's like you're not gonna be able to not play Emma Frost. It's like no,
she's probably still gonna be crazy.
She's still gonna be good.
Yeah.
Just like this meta or this season wasn't really like a season to use a character like the Thing. It was like there was a lot of games where we got in the lobby against a Thing and we were playing just the right comp for him to just run through. And
nothing I could do.
He had the right healing and stuff like that. And, and it was just like, dude, we just can't stop thinking he's just in our back line. Or like even a character like Thor, where people are like, Thor is not a top tank. It's like maybe not by definition, or maybe like if you were doing a tier list, you probably wouldn't put him above, you know, some of these other tanks that are super strong at the moment, or just will probably always be strong. But it's like if you go against a Thor that knows how to get in that back line and he's getting supplied with the heals, and your team's not doing anything, like you will get rolled by that Thor. Like you will get rolled by that Black Panther. You will get rolled by that whoever like niche character that you're like, oh well, they shouldn't be that good. It's like they shouldn't be, but this team, they clearly play together a lot and they know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, before season 2 and 2.5 came out, pretty much everybody had Black Panther like at the very bottom of their tier list. And it seems like every single time that we join a lobby, the BP on the other team is fucking insane. And, and they roll. Like there's not a whole lot you can do against it unless you have like a good Cloak, a good Scarlet, a good Namor. That's like really about it.
Where would you honestly put Black Panther right now? Like if you had to put him in like a tier list, where would you put Black Panther?
I don't know.
I still say
it depends on the player that's playing him.
It does. So I would say like on average, I feel like Black Panther is still like top of C, like bottom of B tier.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
It's like like in the right hands he's nasty, and like when you just have that one, just like 800 hour like
BP, 40 and 2 BP,
right? That just like he's a lord. He's doesn't play anything but BP, never switches, and like you could just tell like he don't even care. Like they almost have those crazy BPs almost have a thing about them where they don't care about dying, and that's like almost what keeps them alive. It's like they're not raw at BP yet when they're still trying to like I don't know.
They're edging around the corner.
Yeah, they're like I don't know if I can push yet. Like I'm low. It's like good BPs. Like it's almost like they don't even look at their health bar.
You don't even see them. You don't see them.
They're in the back and like they'll do their moves. They're completely gone. Like it's just
and Spidey too. Spidey same way.
So it's like
they're supposed to be asked based off of what their kits were and everything and how the meta is playing out. But when they play how the character's supposed to be played, they ravage and you never see them the whole game.
When they have that, what I'm telling you, when they have that like that switch of like, okay, I know I'm decent enough to where they, like I said, it's not like they're not even looking at their health bar. Like, because there's times where you're late and like you're like they're pretty low. Like they should be like peeling off. They're not like
they're running right at or Wolverine.
Spider-Man's still like going crazy. Like Wolverine's just going like it's like those are the characters where like I literally think you have to turn off that thing in your brain of like I think I should put like nah bro, like you need to like be able to just stay in the fight that extra bit longer than you would typically with like pretty much anybody else.
That's how I like to play too with my Psylocke is like you kind of just have to go all out.
Right. That's how I played with like Fantastic. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like you have the HP, you have what you need, you have what you need to like withstand a lot. So it's like there's no reason why you need to be playing like super soft. Like you need to be in there like trying to like move through and get.
I know I can do what I need to do. It's just about like if everything else works out, then we're gonna be doing fine. But I'm gonna be doing my thing, and it's gonna help the rest of the team. If I'm locked in, then everybody else can lock in with me.
Right. Which kind of like gets into like some of the issues. Like in no ways is this a perfect game.
No.
And a lot of the reason why it's not a perfect game has really nothing to do with the game itself. Some of it is with like how they do their matchmaking and things like that.
Oh yeah,
we'll get into that. But a lot of it I think is and I was saying this kind of in the first part with like Apex Power. When you loaded up in the Apex ranked, you knew you had to bring your A game, and everyone wanted to play good. Everyone wanted to climb. Everybody wanted to get to the top. Where in Marvel, people are almost the opposite and a lot more than you would like. And it's not every game, it's not every time, but you'll go on a stretch where it seems like the entire night you're just getting guys that are literally in ranked trolling.
Yeah. Like not trying to win the game at all.
At all. They're picking a character that's super niche, like some of the guys that we're talking about, like a Black Panther, like a Wolverine or something like that. And they're not switching. They're 4-9. They're whatever. And when you're in the chat or something like that, and you're like, "Hey, like maybe we should get out Black Panther," and like you're not even sparking nothing. Like you're not even coming at him like hostile, but you're like, "Hey, like I think it would be better if you just like ran another character. Like they're kind of just countering you right now." Like it caused this whole thing. Like now they're standing in the back. Now they're just
or just leave the game.
Right, leave the game, or they just like, or they won't leave the game. They'll just sit in the back of the spawn and just do nothing while everybody else is fighting. Just give up, and then it's just a lot of that. It's a lot of big ego right now in Marvel, and I hate that because it's such a team game that you're like relying on these guys to like at least play their part,
at least play the game.
And when they're not doing that, it to me, that's one of the most frustrating things about this game right now is that there's literally people that load up in the comp just because they think it's funny to ruin everybody else's game. They're like, I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna play like Black Widow or something like that,
or I'm gonna play Jeff in Grandmaster lobbies,
right?
With one other healer that's Adam Warlock,
right? Or I'm gonna play Ultron in a 2 healer, knowing that I'm not like that.
And we have 2 divers and one tank that sits back and somebody else that's like way back behind like a squirrel. So it's like you're not even getting the group up healing effect that he's meant to be used for.
Yeah, so it's like it's really bad, and I think that like in this game, especially once you get in the higher lobbies, like you have to be willing to make adjustments.
You almost have to make adjustments, even if your character is playing good.
Right.
Like sometimes you have to switch just for the sake of the team.
Right, and I think that people's egos and stuff like that have made it super bad, where you might get in there and like there's even times when we're like on the mic and we're generally like, "Hey, whoever, can you switch to like maybe Hell or something like that, so we can like maybe try to take our Punisher, so we can like try to get these flyers out." It's not and like you literally have to say stuff like this. Like you're like, it's not because you're playing bad with fucking whoever you're playing, but it's just that right now we just need a little bit more help in the air. They're just destroying us in the air, and we don't have enough to combat that. So if if you could just switch and like help us, bro, I'm not switching, bro. Like, and it causes this like whole fight. Well, I'm gonna just play. Well, now I'm gonna stand in the back and not do anything because y'all are coming at me. And it's like, dude, we're not coming at you. We're just telling you what's gonna help. You know what I mean? And it doesn't have anything to do with you as a player. I'm not saying that you're not insane with BP and that you're not some proven whatever player and all this. It's like,
it's just not the game for that.
But it's just this game, they are making it a point to take out Spider-Man. So you playing Spider-Man isn't like getting us going. Like, and it's okay to just be like, hey, this one game, I'm gonna have to play Punisher, Hella, whatever, so I can like help the team, or I'm gonna have to go something that's a little bit more practical. Maybe I go with Scarlet Witch. Maybe I go with something like that to just give my team just a little bit more stability. And I don't see how that's wrong. And people just take it the wrong way, and it causes just a lot of turmoil in the games. Like,
just like literally cussing you out for I'll be like, dude, you're doing really good at BP right now, but the rest of the team is like dead right now. We can't really do anything because we're getting countered by so-and-so who you aren't able to kill. Please switch, just to help us out a little bit. And then if they switch, we can switch back to it or something. And they'll be like, fuck you, you don't know what you're talking about. You're shit at the game. Look at your stats right now, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, the reason my stats are lower because you're not switching off of this character. Like, you really want to go down this rabbit hole?
Yeah, and it's a domino effect. It's like, since you're not doing your job, it's making it hard for this person to do their job, so they're not doing that good. This person not doing that good because these two people aren't able to, like, it's just like, it's a whole domino, which goes back into the team thing. But it's just like one adjustment can be like, okay, now if we have somebody that's actually going for that flyer, like make like your main focus right now, like we get you're good at BP, but let's just switch to Punisher and let's just make your whole focus. I'm just gonna take out Iron Man. I don't even give a fuck if you do anything else. I'm just gonna take out whoever's in the air. Whoever's in the air, that's my job. And I know that if I do that, even if I'm not getting kills, just your presence alone, being like, fuck, they switched to Punisher. That could just be enough for them to be like just a couple lives of just you being annoying with Punisher, just putting damage on them. They have to constantly fly away or get into a different position and not play where they want. That could just be enough for them to be like, you know what? I'm switching to whoever character. And just that right there, getting him off his spot and making that person switch. Now we have the advantage because now they're not playing the character that they want to play. We've now forced their hand. Now they got to play somebody like, well, okay, I'll just go to Squirrel Girl or Scarlet or whoever, and then you're like, okay, we can play around her just fine. We can play around this character fits perfectly. And now, honestly, you don't even have to stay as Punisher. You did your job. You can go back to BP and take out that Squirrel Girl now. Perfect. Now you have your perfect matchup just because you play Punisher for like 2 lives. Like it's like just that alone can just be so crazy. And I think that just people's reluctantness to like not want to make adjustments
just being headstrong
for the betterment of the team is just so crazy. I've never seen like egos and stuff like this in a game. Like I mean, I never really played Overwatch ranked that much, but it
was like that a lot in Overwatch too.
Right.
A lot of those players that are like that in Rivals came over from Overwatch and haven't gone back to Overwatch.
Yeah, and then it also makes it worse because it's not like there's no queue for like the
roll queue.
So the no roll queue makes it bad too because you're really playing Russian roulette here when you get into some of these games, which I'm not saying is bad. It's a double-edged sword, bro. Like, because it's like part of me when we're having those nights where we're just getting the trolls, I want the roll queue just so it's like at least we know we're gonna be locked in to at least these two people doing this, these two people doing that. And it's like they could still sell at that roll, but it's like at least we have that locked in. But it's like now you're playing Russian roulette where it's like, bro, you get into a game and it's like you got one tank and all DPS, nobody loads up as healer, and you're like, bro, what are we doing? And then you'll have like the complete opposite of the next game where you have one tank, all of a sudden 4 people want to play healer, 1 DPS. You're like, what the fuck is this comp? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, dude, let's just be serious. And then nobody wants to get off what they selected, and it's just like, man, like sometimes. But I do like it because it does give that like outplay and that different of like
unique team comps and
right shit. Where it's like, okay, we can do like 3 tank, 3 healer, like they've been running lately in some of these tournaments, or we can do 2 tank, 3 healer, 1 D. Like you could just like switch it up, and different things work for like different teams and how you want to play.
Or 3 tanks, 3 healers is a really big meta for like holding on defense.
Right. That I just said that.
Oh, that's what you said. Yeah.
So I think that one's strong. Like you've been seeing it in tournaments and stuff like that. Triple support.
The healing or the Reds team, I mean.
Right, the Reds team.
Star-Lord, Mantis.
So it's like I think it gives. I like it because it does give that variety, but sometimes it does get frustrating.
Yeah.
But yeah, just and like I said, and like not even getting away from the Switch thing, like even just the like, I am going into these rank games, and I'm gonna just be annoying, and I'm just gonna be a menace, and I'm just gonna be whatever. Like I don't care about ranking up. I think it's funny that my team is raging on me to switch. Like there's people that think that kind of stuff is funny. They think it's funny. Like, oh, I'm gonna go in there and somebody look how mad they're getting at me. You're mad. Like it's like I am mad because it's like I'm coming in here in a grandmaster lobby with other people that I'm thinking is GMs that are taking the game serious and are like, I want to go off and fry.
Yeah.
But I'm getting paired up with you, who you're just in here for shits and gigs thinking that it's funny. And it's like, if you want to be funny and stuff like that, why don't you just go to Quick Play or Doom Match or whatever like that and do that and stop selling people's rank games where people actually are putting in time to like try to climb these ranks. Like people care about ranking up. It's like, yeah, why would we not care about rank?
Right.
Like that's where it's like not clicking for me. It's like,
like I'm going in so that I can go in and dominate the other team and make them rage, I'm not going in to the game trying to make my team rage.
Right.
What the fuck is the point in that?
And it's like I know that you're not going to win every game, and that's fine. But I enjoy the tough losses sometimes when we have those games that's back and forth overtime, blah blah blah. Both teams are just going crazy.
5-6.
Both teams are having good ults. Both teams are doing everything right, and like you just end up losing the game because you just didn't get the payload as far or whatever. Like it just came down to a little bit. It's like that's fine. I'm not saying that just be whatever. We're just gonna win every game. You're not. But like I want it like that. I want everybody on their game at least giving it your all in these ranked games. Quick play, I don't fucking give a shit. If you want to run, everybody in this wants to run a healer and just be funny, then fine. But in ranked, I want everybody giving it their all so we can try to climb. Because that's the whole point is we're trying to climb. We're not in here. We're not in ranked just so we can pity paddle around in silver and haha. It's funny because I'm selling. It's like, no, I'm in rank because I want to get to eternity. I want to get to, all that kind of stuff. And it's like, if that's not your goal, then why are you in rank?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's just too many of that right now in rivals. It's just making it bad.
Yeah, I'd rather play 30 minutes of a game and lose the same amount of RP as losing in 10 minutes because somebody's throwing.
Right.
I'd rather lose in that 30-minute game because I had fun like competing, getting better at the characters because we're playing against comp and trying our hardest to win this game rather than like, fuck, man, I have no health on me right now. And I'm like, every time I push, I'm just dead immediately.
Right.
I have no sustain.
Yeah, it's like that's when it's like not fun. But when everybody is, like you said, doing their thing and maybe you lose a game, but it's like there's something of value I can take out of that. We just played a GM game versus 6 great players. We had 6 great players. There's stuff that you can learn. I learned, you just being in these different high level situations and stuff like that. You're learning how to use your character in like these different situations, maybe learning how to use some other characters, situations you've never been in and things like that, and how to like just utilize stuff. And it's like you're really taking value, even if you take a hard loss. But it's like if everybody is trying it, it's like really one of those sweaty competitive games. At least you can take something from that. I'll take that RP loss, but that was still a good game. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, damn, man, we was all cooking, man. That's just 1-on-1s, man. Tough loss, whatever. All right, on to the next. But if I'm just going in a game, like you said, and I got this dude in the chat, and he's already talking about
like he's typing more than moving his character.
Typing more than moving his character. You already know that he's gonna sell. You already picked the troll pick for rank. That makes no sense. Like for this team, like you're just like, oh, here we go. You know what I mean? I hate that. And now to get into it, like you already kind of said it earlier, but like, what is your thought process right now on Jeff, especially in high ranks?
Bro, if I see somebody queue up as him, I have to ban him.
Yeah.
Because there's so many times where either I watch it or it's me that's getting killed because I'm getting the heal beam. Every single amount of healing that a healer can do to me in a straight line, and I'm dying faster when a 1v1 or technically a 2v1. My healer and me versus one person, and they're out damaging my heals. How does that make any sense? And why are we using that at top tier lobbies when we aren't even using the thing that's like making Jeff OP, the Storm ult? Like that's the reason to use it. Or like Venom, like you could at least have some kind of team up or something that makes him viable, or have him as a third healer and have him as like a flanking. Like if I'm playing Psylocke and we have a third healer as a Jeff, that's perfect if they play flanking with me because we can go dominate. Like they put their beam and their shards down, and I come in and do a little one-tap combo. That's one healer down. Okay, do that again in just a second, and that's another healer down. We wipe the team.
Exactly.
But instead, we're getting a Jeff and whatever other healer, and the other healer's putting in fucking triple overtime, trying to keep everybody up, and the Jeff's over here fucking off. Like, and they're not even hitting their ults. That's the thing. Like,
that's the worst part. That's what I was gonna say. Is like if you're running Jeff in these high lobbies and you don't have a third healer, then you're already putting us at such a crazy disadvantage. Like even if you're just like insane with the beam, and like we all know that like the water beam, like it just doesn't heal as strong as like cloak and invisible and rocket, like all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's meant to do healing and damage.
Right. So it's like it's not doing as much. The bubbles are okay to give you some boost or whatever, but it's like whatever. But it's like if you're playing this in a double healer comp where you have two healers and we have one cloak and dagger or one invisible and you have the Jeff. It's like unless and like some of these maps, there's just nowhere to like throw these dudes off the edge or whatever and get like a big like group kill. It's like if there's nothing like that or you're just not hitting them, it's like we are losing because they have cloak and invisible. Or they have Cloak and Luna, or they have Luna Invisible,
or Loki and whatever other
right? Or they have Rocket and Invis. Rocket, like they have two healer ults that is keeping their team up consistently. Where we have one, they are waiting out our Cloak ult. They're waiting out our Invisible ult, and they just know after that we have nothing. We don't have another ult because Jeff ult ain't gonna save us,
and they're gonna kill us with every single ult that they have.
Right, and it's like we don't have enough counter, and it's not our other healers' fault because they can't counter everything. That's the whole point of running 2 or having even triple, where it's like when you're going against a team that has Luna, Invisible, and they have like a good Loki, where it's like that's broken because it's like they're just able to just cancel out pretty much all your attack
and
it's
constantly
like,
sustain.
Exactly, where it's like if you just have one of those, dude. We love that when we're playing and we're going against that, and they're like, dude, they just have one cloak and Jeff. Okay, so wait their cloak ult out. Wait their cloak ult out. I'll wait 10 seconds for this thing to be off the ground, and you're not gonna be able to do anything after that. And then I'll just ult you to death, Agamotto, and you're not gonna be able to counter. And it's not their other healer's fault. It's you playing Jeff just because you think that like Jeff the Shark funny but it's like it's not funny. Like you're not giving us what we need. Why don't you just play Invisible Woman, or why don't you just play Luna
like even
or Rocket,
Mantis
or Mantis or whatever to give us another? Like, do you not realize how broken these healer ults are? And we only have one of them. We only have one healer ult
but we have to give up
in Grandmaster
a good tank. Like we have to give up our Groot. We have to give up our Psylocke or whatever else, Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange team up. Like me and Quan doing the Doctor Strange Scarlet, we have to give that up because we aren't getting enough heals as a team. So I'll have to go switch off and leave you solo tanking.
Right, which now we don't have enough power in the front lines. Which like I'm doing okay, but I'm not able to just run through as much because now I'm playing against two tanks. So it's like I'm getting the double team, and then
and they're still not hitting the Jeff ult.
Right, and then it's like whoever is like on DPS now they're not getting as much motion because we're not getting as much push. So it's like your choice to pick this character has literally snowballed into us just not getting any motion. And it's just like I don't even think like even in quick play it's ass, but it's like if you want to do that in quick play, sure. Like I don't care what you do in quick play. Like honestly, I get it. Like it's still annoying, but it's like at least I'm not like losing RP, whatever. Like, and people are labbing characters in quick play. Like I'm not mad.
Yeah, like I'm fine playing. Like I'll fill on quick play every single time and not be mad about it.
Right. Or like I'm not mad at like somebody like doing bad with the character in quick play because I'm like this is where you're supposed to be learning a new character and like trying to see if you like it or whatever to take it into rank. Like I don't want you going into my rank game and this is your first game on fucking Hawkeye. Fuck no. Like you know what I mean? So it's like I get playing characters. That's what it's literally for. It's literally like real practice, like on the field. So it's like I get it, but it's like there's just no reason that in ranked, especially in the higher lobbies, diamond up, shit, even like pretty much like plat up, like you really shouldn't be running no Jeff. Like running no Jeff in double heals. In double heals. If we're only having two heals, it needs to be Invisible, Cloak, Luna, Rocket, and like Loki. Like those are like the only like 5 you can run in like double. And then if you go into triple, that's when it really opens up like the avenues for Ultrons and Jeff the Sharks and stuff like that, because it's like, okay, the healing ultimate, we don't really need that because we still have our healing ultimates taken care of. But now
we can have a strategist. We don't have to have
now we can have a healing strategist where it's like you can still give your little side healing if you see one person or hey, that one person over here, okay, I can throw my one drone and like kind of give him what he needs. I can use my ults offensively, like the Jeff ult ring, and try to get some big plays with that, or the Ultron shit where it's like I know they're good, so I can use it just to try to get some picks instead of like trying to like heal my team up with
it. Or we can have 3 pockets, or we can have another DPS / heal.
So I just think that it's just better. But again, Jeff in top tier. No, sir. Like at max, this is a literal C tier character. D tier, low key, borderline. Like it's just like
Low
it's just
C,
not
high
enough.
D.
Yeah, low
Yeah.
C, high D. Like it's just not gonna be good enough. He just doesn't have what it takes to be a top healer right now, and it's
And
fine.
that this conversation made me think that the characters that they added don't that aren't their own comic book heroes, that aren't like Marvel characters really, those are really the problem ones.
Yeah,
Like a
Squirrel
Squirrel
Girl.
Girl, like Jeff. Like those are the really like the ones that why are you picking that? Or like why the fuck do I have to run against Squirrel Girl, bro? Why? I hate that shit so
Dude,
much. I hate that shit so much.
Squirrel Girl is so insane, bro. Squirrel Girl is
The
one of
most unskilled. Like,
yeah.
if you're skilled with her, then she's OP as fuck. But if you're unskilled with her, she's still OP as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, there's been so many times where I'll watch the kill cam, I'll go invisible as Psylocke after getting their healers one and go try to get a health pack. And the Squirrel Girl is like literally just looking randomly and like shooting in a fan. And one bounces off a wall, bounces off the ground, and smacks me right next to the health pack. And they don't even know that that health pack is there. Like I can tell from their game sense, they don't even know where that is. They've never been to that part of the map before, and they're getting a kill on me. Instead of me wiping both of their healers off, I'm dead, and our team is down one player because they just randomly shot some shit.
Right.
That
And
shit
then
pisses me off.
they do that a lot too because they have the luxury of just being around the corner and being able to like shoot. So it's like
with the healers.
right. So it's like they can stand in the back and just get so much value. Like the point can be over here. They're standing over here and there's literally like a corner. Like everyone's fighting right here. They're just spamming acorns right here, like onto this wall, and it's just gonna bounce off, bounce off, bounce off, bounce off. And it's like you're in the middle of the fight, you're just like getting hit randomly with these things. You're just like, bro, where is she even at? Like she's so far in the back or something like that. And you can't really do any like unless you have a character that's like just specifically have to do it. But it's like what you want, like your your Emma Frost to just try to bully her way all the way because you're just gonna die like that. You're not gonna be able to run all the way clean back there. Like that's not really a tank job to like try to go back there and get Squirrel Girl every time. Like if you have your opportunity to get her, then yeah. But like
if she gets close enough, if she
run
fucks
to the
up,
back, right? I can't run to the back. Like there's two tanks right here and like fucking 3 DPS right, and then like so it's like they can play so far. They can play in this some like weird cubby hole that it's like you can't really get to them all the time, and it's just like you said, half the time they don't even know. Like they just know that there's people in that general area. They're like, if I just spam enough, like
I'll get 3 kills.
Something's gonna hit, and then the rate that they get that ultimate. My fucking
and the amount of damage that fucking ultimate
and
does.
how long it stays on
and
the
how
ground.
cheesy it is. Like there's been so many times where all 5 of our teammates are like towards the point and the ult like is around there, and I'll go around trying to flank for a second, and all of a sudden it's like chasing me around a corner, and I'm like, why the fuck is it chasing me? It's not even, it wasn't even supposed to bounce that way. It's supposed to be bouncing like back towards the team, and somehow it's like ricocheting towards me. What the fuck is going on?
Or like it'll just be on the ground for just so like you'll hear it pop it, and then maybe you dodged it the first 3 times, okay, and you're like, okay, that's good enough, and then next thing you know, like it hits you sometime like on the 5th or 6th back. You're like,
and it's like ding 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 ding, dead.
You're like, wait, this thing is still on the ground. Like so much has happened since she's popped that, and then by the time you get killed by that ult, she's already at like 60% already on the next one. So you just dodged that 5 times playing fucking limbo or whatever, trying to jump rope with these fucking things on the ground. And then next, she has another one again. When you're in like an intense fight and you're just hearing this Squirrel Girl ult get popped over and over, it's like you're dead ass probably not going to be able to avoid this shit every single time. There's going to be times where you're just going to like if you're, especially if you're a tank or you're something that plays in the middle or whatever, like Mr. Fantastic, whatever, like how are you just going to consistently just always avoid this shit every time? Like you can get decent at it, but there's just it's just
there's like sometimes you're just fucked.
There's sometimes where you're just fucked, but like the rate that she gets it, it's so crazy. And like you said, it's like it's one of those characters where no matter what, this could be your first time playing the game, you can get 30 kills with Squirrel.
The first time I played her.
Right.
But literally, I didn't even know what abilities I was using. I was like, what is this nut doing?
Right.
And I was like, oh, wait, it sticks him in the ground. Okay, bink, bink, dead.
Right. And then I think it was one of the first characters that I used too, like in season 0 or whatever. Because I was using Scarlet Witch, and I remember I was like, I didn't even like, bro, who the fuck even like? She appeared like one time in some comic book in like 1999 or something like that, like some bullshit.
She just happens to live in the same place as Spider-Man.
Right, and then it's like, okay. So I was like, who even is it? And I remember I was like, dude, this shit is so fucking stupid, bro. You're just spamming, bro. It's so crazy. And it's like, I'm not mad at people like using it, I guess, because it's like it's in the game, so it's like fair game, whatever. And it's like I'm not mad at you, but it's like I'm just like the design, bro. The design is crazy, bro. Like
you have to be either an elite sniper and like always have a good angle to take her out in her backline, or you have to be an elite dive that like they don't have any idea, and by the time that they see you, they're dead.
Yeah,
like that's the only two ways to go around her, because otherwise, like. She takes care of every single type of team comp. She can take care of dives so easily. She can take care of like
the flyers too, bro.
Yeah,
shoot that shit in the air,
especially now.
Yeah,
with the homing nut, bro, bro.
Pause, bro. Stop calling it like.
That's what it's called.
I know, but it's like it's crazy, bro.
That's why this is the shittiest character. It's because you can't even say shit. Like it's literally just a pause character. Fuck.
Like, hey, yo, bro.
God, I hate this bitch. Dude, and they're literally just gooning off of her. Like that's the whole fucking point of her character is goon and cheese.
Right.
God damn, bro. God, what kind of fucking build is that? Like, get her out. Why is she in the game?
That was the craziest fucking goon and cheese is crazy, bro. That shit is crazy. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of that fucking homing missile shit, by the way. The cooldown on that better be like fucking 60 seconds.
Oh, God.
There's no way you can just be able to spam. But but she's such a spam character. You know that shit's going to be like a fucking
10-second cooldown.
8-second cooldown. So you're just going to get bing. Wait. Bing. Like, what?
I wonder if, you know how she has one of her abilities is like, you can use any of the abilities?
Right.
I wonder if you can use the homing one for
Probably,
that.
Bro.
If so, bro, get her out.
Yeah.
Get her the fuck out of the game.
Yeah. That's crazy. Because, like, you know the combo that they can do, right? Dude, if they acorn you to the ground and then they hit you with that homing shit, like, you're pretty much dead. And then they're just going to spam, like, 2 other fucking acorns after that, and then you're cooked. Like, dude, no way, bro. Yeah. No way. Yeah. Like, she's one of those, man, when like especially on certain maps too, when you have to go through certain chokes, like there is no
like a symbiote map.
Yeah, there is no like extra routes and stuff like that. It's like you have to go through this fucking door or whatever. You have to go through this stairway,
this hallway where she can sit like 3 points back,
right,
and shoot it over the edge, and like the entire thing is condensed right down on your head. Fuck that.
Yeah, or like that one map when it's like the stairway or whatever, when you have to like push up when you're on the payload or whatever, and like she can literally just stand like above the stairs. Like you're down at the bottom in that like little like fucking that turn or whatever, and it's like all enclosed right there. She's just spamming her shit right there, and then like popping her ult every like 2 seconds into that shit. And you're just getting fucked by it. And she's all the way on top of the stairs. No, like you can't even get there. That's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, we get the idea is to probably go back there and fucking get her. The thing is, like, how it plays out in these games and in these certain choke points, you cannot push up those fucking stairs past what? The Groot, the Venom, the fucking Punisher that has his turret set up right. So you think I'm just gonna be able to walk right through that?
And she has a pocket?
Yeah, and the 2 healers are standing right. So you think I'm gonna be able to walk all the way through that with a majority of my health, get back there, be able to kill her, pass all her healers. Oh, by the way, she can bounce on her fucking tail and go literally onto the other side of the fucking battlefield. So you did all that for nothing. She's gonna bounce away, and then you're just gonna be fucked with fucking 5 other people just looking at like, yeah, we get the idea, bro. It's just not that you can't get her, bro. You can't.
Yeah.
Like what do you want, bro? Like I don't know.
They need to get rid of one of them abilities. One of them.
Yeah, like honestly, I don't think that homing missile needs to just like good concept. Like I get it.
Yeah,
like,
it's a good idea, but
right, good idea, but like let's just not. Like it's fine. Like I don't think she needs a fucking.
I honestly think the best thing that would.
Dude, you see the range on that thing?
Yeah,
too?
No, it's ridiculous.
There is no range. Like you can be literally in somewhere not even near and just throw that thing. It's gonna find somebody, bro. Imagine that, bro. Imagine that. Like like you said, that situation where you're running for a health pack, whole team somewhere else. She just throws that bitch randomly and it just chooses you. and you're just like, what the fuck? Did I just get by a hit? Yeah, bro, you did. Like it, nah, bro. That's
for
just
what
really
her
crazy.
kit is of like how much damage and like how she can get you stuck, and she has the recycle. She shouldn't have that movement ability.
Mm-mm.
She should be a sitting duck.
Right.
Like, there's no reason that she should be able to do that.
Yeah.
Like, that's my argument against Junkrat, too. Like, why is he allowed to bounce up and down and jump across the map if he can lay traps down to, like, fortify his area and he can kill you in 2 shots?
Right.
There's no reason they should be able to get away instantly if you contest them at all. And they can just one-shot you after, like, they hit you and you pull up, and then you almost one-tap them. They jump up in the air, hit you one more time, you're dead.
Yeah.
That's
like,
the
why
worst
does she
hit.
have way more fluid movement than someone who's like, I wouldn't say there's a flat, but like Hella. She turns into a literal bird and you can't even get as far. Like you can't get as far as somebody that is morphing into a fucking flying animal.
And you have to perfectly aim your shots.
Yeah. Like you have to perfectly aim your shot, and her kit's not even that crazy. Like it's crazy because you can do a lot of damage, but you have to have crazy aim. But it's like shouldn't have like this like spammy kit, like whatever. And her get out of jail free card is turning into a bird where you fly for like a second and then stop.
They see exactly where you're going to.
Right. It's whoop, fly, stop. Like you don't even get far. You don't even get far.
And don't worry, your passive is that you fall super slow.
Right. To make it just easier for them to laser you out there. Like that is insane. Where it's like this one is literally just able to just have this fluid, like crazy movement. It's like, yeah, dude, I don't know. She's one of those ones where it's just like the design.
It just didn't make sense.
The design just doesn't make sense, but it's so like in the game, it's so broken already that it's gonna be that till the end of time. Yeah. You know what I mean? It just makes no fucking sense, bro. No sense. I don't get it.
Get her out. We should start a petition.
Yeah, to get Squirrel Girl fucking banned.
That's my biggest rage character. I could not care about any other character.
You do rage on Squirrel a lot.
It's because I'm the one that has to fucking take care of her every single game.
That is your job, Loki.
Every single game, and it's impossible. I'm telling you, it's impossible.
I know it's impossible.
If they have triple,
I just said why.
Yeah, if they have triple heals,
forget
and Squirrel, bro. Oh my god.
And like it is your job, but it's also like the other DPS's job too. But the other DPS never.
And then they always blame me.
Yeah. And it's just like, damn, like, I don't know, bro. Yeah, there's nothing you can really, like...
And if you have one... The other thing with Squirrel is that there's another DPS, like a Hela or a Punisher or any dive, any character that, like...
distracts.
Any character that can get back there and kill somebody or sit back and kill somebody in, like, a couple hits. She's, like, perfect for that because she dinks them up and you just come in and wipe it real quick.
Right.
Like, when Quan's playing Squirrel and I play Psylocke, it's so cake. Like I just go in there and like don't even have to hit all my shots and they're dead.
Yeah, because they're just constantly taking. You're just constantly taking damage. That's what it is.
And they get rid of shields so fast. Like your walls go down so quick.
Yeah.
When I'm playing Strange with you, like my shield's gone immediately. Yeah. It's like there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, you're constantly getting hit by those acorns. Yeah. Bro. Constantly. It's just.
Don't worry, she has a reload.
Right.
Instant reload.
Don't worry, you finally got to her. She's gonna bounce away immediately, 500 feet away from where you just were. Like, yeah, dude. Oh, and guess what? We're giving her a fucking missile that locks on to the target. Like, shut up, bro. No way. Yeah. But yeah, season 3 coming out. What do you think about Phoenix? I mean, obviously we haven't played or nothing like that. So
she looks kind of crazy.
She does. She looks good.
You're definitely gonna have to be like good. Like you have to hit your shots consistently. And
like she's kind of like she's like Hella-esque.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like it's not gonna be like the Squirrel Girl like you're gonna know when they're nice because they're gonna be nice. Like you're gonna be like, bro, this Phoenix is just like destroying us. Yeah. Like you know what I mean? The moves definitely look like they're very strong. I mean, you have to see what they look like in the game. You know, because like Human Torch. He's a great character. I think he's a little bit better on PC, but like
definitely,
he's a good character. But like Human Torch looked like he was gonna be absolutely like you weren't gonna be able to like he was gonna be an auto ban. You know when they were first showing him.
Yeah.
And so I feel like it's kind of the same thing where it's like they're showing Phoenix and like they're showing these clips and it's like it does look crazy like these fires and like these combos and how she's just like taking out multiple people. Like it looks crazy. I need to see how it plays out in the actual game.
I was
Yeah,
seeing a
but I think she's
couple
gonna be
people
better than
playing it.
Torch though.
I was seeing a couple. No, definitely.
Yeah.
I was seeing a couple people play like the early release of it and shit,
Mm-hmm.
and they were all saying like, yeah, she's OP as
Yeah,
fuck.
it
Like,
definitely looks like she fries up close. Like
yeah,
that, like mid to close range is where she's gonna live.
it's like Scarlet.
Yeah, and then you're gonna like her little movement thing where you're gonna be able to get some off angles and stuff like that. Like you're gonna be able to play her really good, but it's gonna take knowledge of her kit. Like you're not gonna be able to like when you're learning her, it might take like a few games for you to like really learn like the buttons, and then you're gonna be constantly learn like as you're playing her, you're gonna be like, oh, I could use my movement to get
I
here.
can take them out with my ult like this.
Right, or like do this. Like you're gonna be constantly find like she's one of those ones where you just find like new shit that you can do. You know what I mean? And I think that ultimate of being able to take out like a flyer ultimate like that, like just consistently, is gonna be something that's crazy because you don't really have that right now. Where it's like if a hella pops ult, you just basically have to pop an invisible woman ult or like a
like
dagger
strange shield up it
right,
or something.
But you're not really taking it out. You're just kind of countering it and like canceling it so that it just doesn't kill you, but they're still up there. And it's just kind of
or Star Lord.
So now you could save your Invisible Woman ult and just be like, Phoenix, every single time your goal needs to be take out that Hello ult or take out that Star Lord ult or some shit like that, where you can just go up in the air
or Punisher.
Yeah, like something like that, and just like take out like any of those air arsenal like kind of fucking ultimates where you're just like, yep, dink, you're out, and then be able to slam them into the rest of like you could get big damage, and the damage goes through walls and stuff like that too from that ultimate. Like you can make some crazy plays.
I think it goes 40 meters. I think that burst does.
Mm-hmm. So it's like it doesn't always have to be on a flyer, but like the fact that that's like an option is crazy, and I just think the plays
her kit's really good
that you're gonna be able to make, and I think it's gonna combo well with a lot of like these like ults that get them to stand still, like the Agamotto strange ult, like the Groot ult, like ults like that, right? Thing ult where it's like you can clobber time into the fucking Groot, boom, Agamotto, Bink, and just like get like crazy wipes like that. Like I think it's gonna be a good comboer.
Or like if they pop Invis ult and they're all in there,
right
into it, that's 6 people dead.
Yeah, so I think the plays can be crazy. You could probably take out Cloak too. Like if she's like doing her face 100%. Shit, and you're just like, dude, fuck this. You just pop up, kill, just beeline right to that Cloak, kill her, get that Cloak off the ground. Now they're down a healer. Now they're off their ult.
Yeah.
Like
I think that ult's gonna be hard to control though. Yeah. It looks like it's gonna be like you're gonna have to lab it to get it down right.
Yeah, it's gonna. It looks like it's a little finicky. Like you might pop that bitch, and you might end up like in a wall that you didn't mean to be in, or like it's gonna like how like Wolverine's ult kind of works, where it's like yes, you can get like the entire team and get like a 3 kill, but like sometimes you pop that bitch and you just don't get like, or like you get everybody up, but you don't slam them right or something. Like I play Wolverine like that, so like I'm not a Wolverine pro by any means. I've only played like a few games, but it's like when like you pop that ult and you get them, like sometimes I'll get them up and then like you'll fuck up the slam or something. Where like I think that can happen too. Where like you might have like the right idea, but like fuck up the
angle's
slam,
off just a little bit.
The angle's off, or like you miss. Like there's still gonna be some ability where you're just like, damn, I fucked that ult up. Like I didn't get.
Or there's like a random tree part of the map and hit that on accident.
Or whatever, one of these ultimates, one of these healer, because the healer ults are just broken. They pop Luna and it just doesn't matter, or whatever. Like I don't know, like. We got to see how it works. Like, there's obviously going to be counters to it, but it's just like, I think in a vacuum, I mean, if I had to make like a pre-season 3 tier list based on what I've seen, I mean, I think that she's going to be like top of B tier, like A tier character.
I think she's going to be A easily.
Yeah, like I think that
because a lot of people play grouped up, and it does more damage if they're grouped up.
And she looks like she's going to be able to take out flyers. Like, she looks like she's going to be an all-around like versatile character, not just a flyer counter, not just a dive. Like she looks like she can be played in any meta, any team comp.
That's what I like. I like that they're adding a character like that because there's not a whole lot of characters that are like a Psylocke that you can play in any team comp and it'll work. But I think it's nice, and it's nice that they're adding a DPS again.
Right, and I do like how her character model looks. I think the flame person behind her is kind of annoying. I think that they could have did it to where like maybe certain abilities it popped out or whatever.
Like when you pop your fly or
whatever. Right, pop your fly, or like maybe when like or like when you're getting high ground, or like if you're doing a certain combo, it like pops out or whatever.
Yeah.
But like
you hit the burst and then it pops up behind you for a
right,
second.
and it's like I think that would have been cool. I think it constantly being behind you. I mean, you'll get used to it as you play, but I think that that's one of those things that's just like a lot of just like screen clutter. Like they could have just went without it. Like it looks cool off rip, but I can just see that just being like because it's taking up a decent portion of that left side of the screen.
It's pretty big.
So it's like there's gonna be a lot of stuff that gets cut off just by that like fucking picture of that fucking flame shit behind you, where it's like you would have been able to probably see something that was maybe coming from your left or whatever, where it's like now that animation is like completely blocking out some of your sight a little bit. It's like playing Squirrel Girl where you have that big ass tail blocking like half your screen. It's gonna be like that, where it's like, fuck, I wish I didn't have this fucking weird shit. Like I wish I could turn this off and just like I don't want to be in flame mode right now. Like you know what I mean? Like I just want to be like regular. So we'll see how it looks. They're gonna tweak it, but I think she'll be a good character. She'll slot right into the meta.
Like, I like when they make characters OP off rip.
Yeah, I mean that's what you want to do. You know, I always think that with these games, like especially like games like Apex and stuff like that. Like I think that's another reason, not to bring it into Apex, but that's another reason why like Apex kind of fell off towards the end. It was like at first every character they were adding was like broken. So it was like, yeah, they were broken at first, but then you nerf it down. Like that's always the way to go.
Yeah,
you
start
never
high and work down.
When they made characters and their kit wasn't good off rip, there's nothing you can really do unless you just rework the entire kit and give them like basically new abilities. But if their abilities aren't good off rip and you made this character so that it's like a super weak, like niche character, like like it's never going to be a top character because this kit doesn't allow it to be. It's like Black Widow right now. It's like, if you if you run Black Widow and then you also run Mantis and Mantis boost them, and then you run Rocket so that when he ults, she now has boost. So if she's damage boost and this boost and then this, then she can finally one shot. Well, I don't want to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
she does have a nasty little combo with the kick and shit.
Right. Like I've seen, like there's this one chick. I don't know her ad or anything, but she pops up on my feed a lot. Or she goes like crazy, like she's taking out Spider-Man and shit like that with Black Widow. So it's like
the grab kick,
like dude, she's going crazy with it. So it's like I'm not saying it's impossible, but what I'm saying is like when the character at a base level, like generally you need all this stuff for it to like work. It like you know like what I'm Adam. Saying? Yeah, where it's like I think dropping a character and being like this character off rip is gonna be like a head turner, like someone that a lot of people are gonna be picking and like it's gonna be super good. I think that that's healthy for the game.
Yeah, it makes it so that like when you add the new character, everybody's happy to play them and they want to play them. Like instead of where you had Ultron, like I still stand on this. I think Ultron's a really good character and
he's good.
The player base
he just doesn't get played right generally.
But there's like he's good, but his kit isn't necessarily made so that you can be really good and have fun with it off rip. Like it's made so that you have to learn it and be good at the game to be good with them. And that's why people hated playing against him and they hated having him on their team because it was always that hit or miss of like they're either really fucking good and it works out perfectly because they know the kit and it works good, or they're not using anything right and they're ass.
Right. And you know, you might need a little bit of team help with it too. Like if their team knows that they have an Ultron, but they're used to their player playing Ultron and they're playing super grouped up together to where they're getting the maximum use out of like that drone and they're all playing together and like now they're all getting healed up at the same time.
And their healers looking at them and keeping them up too.
And their other healers doing a good job, then it's like it's fine. Or maybe they are